Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with, of course, Michael Anthony Fitness, and you are in the man cave. What's up, everybody? Everybody, or actually, at the moment, nobody. Ain't nobody here at the moment. Just me and Michael Anthony Fitness. That's okay. I've been known to have been able to talk to myself. Hope everybody's doing good on this Thursday afternoon. Trying to do something here freehand special. We want a silver edge, and with this being the shape that it is, trying to tape it off not going to work, so I'm going to have to try and do it by hand. So I'm curious why so many people hate my quarterback. That no matter what happens, they're going to change the parameters. So he's getting yardage. They turn around and say, oh, it's just garbage yards. Those don't count. Or they'll say it's just the people around him. And now they'll say, well, it's about winning Super Bowls. And he's not winning Super Bowls. So by your parameters then, the last 4 years, there's only 3 quarterbacks worth a damn. 3. What's happening? Aloha from Hawaii. Dennis, how you doing? So last year we had Pat Mahomes, who, mind you, he was not perfect in that game. Tom Brady, who won 2, and then Nick Foles. So by y'all's definition, that every other quarterback that's out there is garbage. Because Aaron Rodgers ain't won one since, what, 2010? So then who, okay, then so let me ask you then, X408 or whatever, you're not even bold enough to put your own name on there. Who is the top 10 quarterback? Who are quarterbacks that are better than him right now? Just give me your list. I'm not trying to fight with you. I'm just trying to understand. Because the fact that you got a guy in the 4th round, the fact that you say that he's not in your top 10 list, the fact that he's in that conversation where guys like Paxton Lynch and Jared Goff and all these guys who were drafted way ahead of him, guys like Marcus Mariota who were the 2nd pick, guys like Jameis Winston who were the number 1 pick.
The quarterback for the DC Defenders?
Cornell Jones. The fact that all these guys that were 1st round draft picks aren't even in that conversation is kind of amazing if you ask me. And the fact that this is what's amazing to me. If you look at where Dak was 3 years ago, his numbers improved last year. If you looked at his numbers this year, they really improved, right? So you have a guy who started out pretty good, regressed a little bit, but got better. So if that curve continues, who knows where he's going to be in 2 or 3 more years, right? If you look at Carson Wentz's numbers from 3 years ago, his numbers went downhill last year. And by the way, he was 5-6 in 2018. And you looked at his numbers right now, they're worse than they were the year before. So you see him trending down here, but yet people say Carson Wentz is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. Even though Dak had 1,000 yards more passing, had more touchdowns. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Carson Wentz did lead Dak Prescott in fumbles. And I just understand, okay, I can hear people say, I don't think that he's the guy, or I don't think he's going to be the guy to get you Super Bowl. I get that. But it's just straight out hate. And I hear everybody say he's a bum and get him out of here without having a solution of who to bring in. That's my only question. Hey, if you got me an answer of who's going to win the Cowboys Super Bowl, I'm all for it. But I don't hear an answer. I don't hear an answer to any of that. This is really hard because this is a curve. It's a quarter round that I literally have to paint, and I'm not a painter. Damn it. I had somebody last night order, bam, 6-shot glass rack that's gonna go. I know Mike he's got 2 coming. He's gonna get a Cowboys home whites and the other one. I got 2 cherry ones that are going to Hawaii. I just gotta assemble those and get those boxed up. The boxes won't fit 2, will they? They'll only fit 1 at a time.
Yeah, only fit one.
So we have to send 2 boxes.
Unless you get bigger boxes.
No, I'm not gonna, because it's.
I mean, I'm talking about your order, bigger boxes. Because they're saving the shipping.
Yeah, but well, unless I can just buy like 2 staples or something. Damn. I got a wig with mine. Good. How many grades do? Oh, you got 2 more grades. Okay. So there was an article that I was reading just before I got on here that actually ranked players by their value. And Dak Prescott's ranking was, believe it or not, higher than Aaron Rodgers. In fact, they had him as the 5th best player in the NFL, which I know you guys will go crazy. Oh, hell no. He is a bum. Okay, please explain to me. This is the thing. I hear people say he's a bum. Tell me what it is that he's a bum with. I don't understand. We've seen bums out there. We've seen bums out there. But I don't know too many bums that have got 97 touchdown passes in 4 years that have also got 21 running TDs to go with those. I'm trying to understand what it is about a bum. He's not fumble. He didn't fumble 17 times like Carson Wentz did. He didn't throw 30 interceptions like Jameis Winston did. It's nobody hate. Oh, no. There are people that hate. There are people, especially on Facebook, a guy who literally, you would think it was his job to just come up with every meme and talk about Dak Prescott. That literally, it's a full-time career with some people. So who do you love then? Who is it? Okay. Then who would satisfy you guys? Who would satisfy you? That's what I want to know. What quarterback is going, or is this just that nobody's ever going to satisfy the Dallas Cowboys? Maybe that's what the real thing is. Nobody is going to satisfy the Dallas Cowboys. This brush, I need a smaller brush. They make me work too damn hard now.
You have to charge a little bit more.
That's just that I can't do this.
Well, you say, okay, you want to charge a little bit more. You want something out of what's on there, you have to charge a few more dollars.
What up, people? You know, I'm going to start taking a new approach. Because I realize what some people are trying to do. because there's none of you haters out there that are worth me having a heart attack over. Although, I guess if I had a heart attack online, that would go viral, wouldn't it? I've got too much good left to do in the world. I can't just croak right now. Damn, it's hard. Woo! What up, people? How you doing? All right, we'll let you dry. We'll let that dry. Here to dry. Come back and hit that. Ah, shit. Gotta put this one together. I get a little bit of paint on there. Okay, you can go over there. You can have whatever you like. What up, people? How you doing? Shout out to everybody who's out there meeting the man, working their day job, and living life to the fullest. How you doing? I'm here with. What's that? Well, I got the gray over here, and I got a paintbrush that's got the gray paint on it. Shout out to everybody out there trying to make their way. You know, it's amazing. I like to think that I'm a very charitable person. I love to look out for others and help people. And sometimes you get used. Here's the thing. Everybody out there can use a helping hand. And I will help anybody that's trying to make it themselves. What I don't like is people out there that are just looking to live off of others, not trying to get themselves on their own 2 feet. but ones that just want to take advantage of people like me so they can sit on their fat ass and do nothing. I have no respect for that kind of person. But if it's somebody out there that's like, hey, I'm down on my luck, I'm trying to get my shit together, I am more than happy to help them. Because I'm not a rich man by any stretch of imagination, but I'm blessed to have more than a lot of people. And as long as I can feed my family and I'm not walking around butt naked, I'll help somebody else out. But there's a lot of people out there that pretend that they're in distress, that they're trying to fix their shit, but they're really just looking for people to use. Those people, I ain't got no time for fake ones. You know what I mean, Mike?
Mhm.
How about you guys? You guys. I don't know if this was a good idea coming up with making these things or not. There's a lot of work to make one. Everything on here is handmade. This is not anything that you go and it's made on a assembly line in China. Speaking of China, okay. Anybody else worried about products coming from China? You know, I heard this saying that the coronavirus, like there's an apartment building that had one lady in it and the woman upstairs got it because it traveled through the vent pipe. So if we're getting all kinds of products, food, medical, clothing, since most of our stuff's made in China, isn't there a chance that transfers? You know. Or am I just being paranoid? Am I just being paranoid on that one? I mean, seriously. I hope they find a cure for that stuff real quick. Because that's some scary stuff. So let me see what you guys are doing right now. Everything all right, man?
Everything's fine.
So back to my quarterback. Here's an interesting take for you guys. Let me ask you this. Let's say hypothetically, the Cowboys had gone 13-3. 13-3. Would you still hate Dak Prescott? Would you still say he's a bum? I thought just seriously. If this year we had went 13-3, would you still hate him, say he's a bum, and get him out of here? Because here's the thing. If we had had New England's defense that only gave up 14 yards a game, and not even, we don't even have to have that whole defense. Let's say our defense gave up only 4 points less a game. We would have been 13-3 with the same offense. Nothing different on the offense. What if those 2 tripping calls hadn't happened on Travis Frederick in that game, and we won that game? Would Dak Prescott still be a bum? And then how about this? Because see, some people said Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott because Minnesota won. And in that game, wait, hold up. In that game,
there's no way he just won his first playoff game.
Well, he just won his first playoff game, yes, which means he still is in the same spot that Dak Prescott is, though he's been in longer. But here's the thing. Kirk Cousins only had like 202 yards passing in that game. Dak Prescott had almost 400. You know what beat the Cowboys in that game? Devin Cook had almost 200 yards offense between receiving and running the football. Zeke Elliott had 47. 47. So if your quarterback threw a couple of touchdowns, 397 yards, and you're a running team and your running back runs for 47 yards, the loss is and your coach took the ball out your hands when you were driving down, giving it to the running back who hadn't been running all day.
But you know we found out too?
What's that?
That Jason Garrett was more of a problem than we thought.
Well, I could have told you that.
No, I mean, that's what Brian Brogan said.
Yeah. That was what we were hearing yesterday.
It's like, yeah. No, I think that's what Law Nation was talking about yesterday. So, yeah. Everybody say, oh, it's not Jason Garrett. Yeah.
Shit. Well, we'll see.
No, I'm talking about last year. I think Cullen was better than everybody thinks he is. So you don't need it without Jason Garrett in his ear.
Yeah.
That's enough.
You have to drive before we put these.
Yeah, at least you can get those ones boxed up in the flavors.
Well, no, I can wait a couple hours and that's great to go.
I'm talking about
I
the
can
ones.
Well,
ones
wait a
that
minute.
are
I need.
ones that are finished.
Oh, did you paint the white ones?
Yeah, painted. All
Okay.
this is painted.
No, of this.
All these are painted.
Okay, so I need this one. So when that one dries, that one goes here. A gray one will go here. Do we have 3 grays or just 2?
I thought there was 3.
Okay, now I'm confused. Okay, wait.
We had 3 of them.
Okay, the blue is gonna go here. So I got my walnut one. I
No,
got
no,
those
the gray,
2
the gray
walnut
ones over there on the other one.
The cherry one gets a gray.
We have one over here,
The
but
cherry one gets a gray. Okay, this one's gonna get a gray because I had, and then I need Miss Jackie's, but Miss Jackie's I have to carve out, so I can do that one. So that gray can go here. That gray can go here. The yellow one goes on the burgundy. Okay, all right, and then so I got 2 cherries, 1 walnut that's going out. I got this cherry, which has got the gray on it. So those 2 grays are fine. That blue goes there. That one goes here. That one will go to Mike.
yeah,
That's the small one that goes to Evans. And then we still gonna need to, okay. We need to get a bunch of these painted. Oh, I've got another one over there too. That's already ready to go. So that's the other blue one that I need right there. So that one just needs to be assembled. Okay, sorry. I'm just old and forgetful. I'm forgetful. Okay? This is old school work. But see, I don't want to sand any of that stuff right now because everything's wet. So what we need to do is after we get all these done. I love the way that looks though. The blue and the grays together over there. Look at this stuff. Look at this, guys. Look at the laces over there. the blue, the white, and isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? I'm very proud of the stuff that we do. This is the way we do things here. So, all right, that's the gray. That's just an empty can I was using. We'll get that out of the way. All right. So now we can start putting this stuff together.
Start boxing them up. Now get ready to take to the post office. Drop them off.
Look at this. Boom. You are watching it come to life. They're coming alive. They're coming alive. Okay, I'm a little crazy. I tell you what's cool to me is, hold on, I need to get a bit holder. What's cool to me is I ain't gonna be around forever. I know that. Ain't nobody beating Father Time. But hopefully some of the things that I do will be. If you go to my mother's house, you'll see cabinets that I built when I was a little kid. Cabinets that have been there for 40 plus years. And maybe, just maybe, when I'm gone from here, some of these cabinets and these shelves will live on. And maybe you guys will say, Mark Holmes made that for me. And have a little drink. And think about it. It's one of the things I think about in life is a legacy. When you're gone, how are you going to be remembered? Are you going to be remembered as an asshole? Are you going to be remembered as a good person? Or will you be remembered at all? That is the question. Will you be remembered? You can hang this way or this way. I'm rather proud of these. So that's 2 of them that are going out. Just gotta get the dust off them. I feel like Santa in his workshop. Cause you can have whatever you like. Yeah. You can have whatever you like. It is still cool as hell to me to know that that's going to Hawaii. Bam. Ready? Bam! Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Cherry. Solid cherry and maple. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's beautiful. This is my baby. My baby. I love it. My wife has a saying, which is not her saying, but she always says it. Do what you love and love what you do. Find something that you enjoy doing and try and turn it into a career. Well, it's a career. It ain't one that's making me rich, but it's something that makes me feel good about what I do. I love doing this kind of stuff. I love building. I love at the end of the day, even though I'm covered with, in fact, I love being covered with dust and dirt. Look, that means I actually did something. When I go like this and I'm covered with dust, that means I created something. At the end of the day, I can stop and I can look and say, I built this. And this is going to go to someone's home and they're going to enjoy it. Or if I go through and rebuild a house, okay, I know that that family is going to go home every day and be happy about being there. And for me, that's satisfaction that I love. Now, it may be killing me between the mold and the chemicals and the hard work and stuff like that, but it's giving me joy inside. I don't know why I'm feeling so melancholy today. Okay, so that one's done, that one's done, that one's done. That we can take those in there, clean them up, and get ready to box them up. And what I gotta do is, I gotta make sure that I get them right for who they go to. I need to mark on the boxes. Because I don't wanna send the wrong one to the wrong person. Send a Redskin one to a Cowboy fan and get cussed out. You can have whatever you like. Yeah. So 24/7 Dak haters. I'm sorry, I've been looking at the comments. But what is your solution to get the Dallas Cowboys to the Super Bowl? My solution is get the defense and special teams to play better. I'm okay with our offense. Maybe play Blake Jarwin a little bit more. I'm good with keeping Randall Cobb. I'm good with keeping, Michael Cooper. I'm good with keeping, Michael Gallup, Amari Cooper. But I would say let's work on catching the ball. Because if we just catch half of those drops, those 43 drops, our offense will be doing a whole lot better. I also will say let's use Tony Pollard a little bit more. And how about we run play action and mix in a little bit of Dak run? Those things, without changing a whole lot of personnel, will make our offense even more effective. How about that? But what I really say the Cowboys should do, and I would love to see them do, is actually get a beast in the middle of that defense and get a ball hawking safety. If you do those things, that will make a major difference. I think you've already improved in your coaching staff, which is going to make a major improvement on the team as well. I think the fact that we are not doing the same thing that we've been doing forever is going to help our team as well. There's going to be a little element of surprise. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. See these other holes here on the back are for attachments. You take the attachments, you put them on there, and it's really cool because all you got to do is go up to the wall and pull it down slightly, and it'll bite into the wall. It will hold up to 50 pounds for each one of these things. But when you take them off, you need to pull it back up. So you can hang it like this, bam, or you can hang it like this. I missed this. I'm going to put a little bit more lacquer right here on this tip. I missed a spot on the lacquer. So I'm going to touch that up.
This one doesn't need to be touched up too.
Does it? Did I miss on the corner there? Where? Oh, it's not missed. Okay. Close the door. Close the door. Because we don't want the lacquer smell inside. Good thing about spray lacquer is shit dries in like minutes. All right, those need to dry out before I can do anything else with that. But you can have whatever you like. Yeah. Those need to dry out. Give it about an hour. Make sure they dry out good. That stuff needs to dry before I put those together. And what did I do with? I had I brought it in. One of the wire grommets for my desk. What did I do with it? This is where I start to begin to get retarded. This one we need to clean up. Clean that one up because that's mice. What did I do with the damn thing? So this is where I begin to lose my mind. Or thinking I'm beginning to lose my mind because I get stuff and I can't remember what I did with it. And I literally rearranging my sports desk downstairs. And oh, here it is, right here. Bam. I'm losing my damn mind. That's a little too close. A little bit smaller one. Do I have a smaller one? Sometimes I think I'm crazy. Some of you guys will say, yeah, you crazy. Okay, can we have a truce with Dak haters? How about this? How about we say this? We gave Jason Garrett 10 years. He had 2 full teams that he got to start out with the team that Bill Parcells built. And then the Cowboys reloaded and built another team. And he got to coach that team. Okay? He had Tony Romo the whole time. Tony Romo was a good quarterback. He had Des Bryant when Des Bryant was young. How about we, let's say 2 years. How about we just say, give Dak a couple of years under a coach, Mike McCarthy, and just give him a chance. Because I don't see anybody out there that you're going to be able to get right now that's going to be better than Dak Prescott. You're not getting Pat Mahomes because Pat Mahomes is going to be a Kansas City Chief. I'm not ready to go ahead and take this veteran team and offensive line that's aging and turn it over to a rookie. I damn sure not bringing in a Phillip Rivers or a Matthew Stafford. How about we give this new guy and his coaching staff a chance to work with him? Can we agree to do that? Give him a chance to see what they do instead of just saying he's garbage. Because there's nobody out there that I've seen that is just straight garbage that's able to get those kind of numbers. Amari Cooper was with Derek Carr, where we hear everybody talk about, oh, well, you can get Derek Carr for cheaper than Dak Prescott. But Derek Carr had Amari Cooper, and Amari Cooper wasn't doing that kind of stuff, right? Right? So is that going to mean that Derek Carr comes here, that Amari Cooper's numbers go down? Because that's kind of how it worked over there. Randall Cobb, he came here, he's got his best number since 2015 with Dak Prescott. So how about we go ahead and have a truce? Because Dak's going to be our quarterback, regardless. How about we put our support behind him the way I put my support behind Jason Garrett? Because I knew Jason Garrett wasn't going anywhere. As soon as the season was over, I trashed him. How about we put our support behind our quarterback and see, maybe he can do it? Because the bums that are out there being released and traded and moved around, they ain't going to do anything more for you. Did you get the boxes already put together? Okay.
I got the ones out.
Okay, well, let's move this party inside here so I can start getting these things together. What did I do with the... Here we go again. Me losing my mind. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. Hold up. Yes. We're here at the cutting edge of Jobu Sports Report, where we, in fact, go from place to place, studio to studio, and bring you guys the best coverage on the NFL. So, bam. Gonna put you here. Oh, wow, I'm way behind on. Wow, boy, it just literally stopped. Jeez, that's a million freaking ones. Because he's working, dog. I am working. I'm always working. I'm going to work until the day I die. So you might see me croak on one of these shows because I'm working. Because Dak BU Sports Report. Well, you know what? I don't know who you are, X408. Here's the thing. You are in America. In America, we are free to choose and be what we want to be. Okay? And you can choose to be here, or you can choose not to be here. And because this is the Mark Holmes Jobu Sports Report, I can talk about whomever, however I want to, as long as it follows along in YouTube's guidelines. And since I'm not targeting kids, since I am not doing nudity, although I do show occasional butt crack by accident, because I'm not doing violence, although some of you cowboy haters, you'd want to do a little damage to, I can do what I want to. So if you don't like me defending my quarterback because people out there are making shit up, that's fine. You can go make your own channel where you can trash Dak Prescott. I mean, and I offer actually a lot of you guys who are out there that are hating on my channel and telling me I'm making up lies or I know how to do it. Feel free to make your own channel and set the record straight. See, I put myself out here every day. I take abuse every day. And I show my face every day. So people see me out in public and they know what I look like. It's kind of funny that a lot of you guys are behind, don't even have your profile picture, and you literally hide and talk smack and run. See, I'm a grown ass man. A grown ass man. And I will be out there with this face and showing myself. You guys who are out there hating and talking about how you know everything, Put yourself out here like I do. Opinion, yeah. See, there's Mr. Antoine Myers right there. See, Antoine, he's got his picture. I'm assuming that's you, Antoine. I'm assuming it is. It's the same picture I've seen for a long time. Him and I definitely don't agree about our opinion on Dak Prescott and stuff, and that's cool. But see, he's man enough to be himself out there, and just happens to have a difference of opinion. And contrary to popular belief, hey, Mike. Contrary to popular belief, I don't ban people for having a difference of opinion. I do not block people unless they go after personal attacks. That's where we're crossing the line. When you go after somebody in here with just to come in and say MF this, that, and the other, you will get blocked that way. I don't block people who hate Dak Prescott, because if I did, it'd be a lot quieter in here. But what I ask is, I have no problem with people having a difference of opinion. But don't just come in and say Cowboys suck or Dak sucks. Give me a solution. Tell me what will be a better thing, because
where'd you put the attachments on shot glasses?
Shot glasses, I put them in the closet.
About the
The attachments, they should be in the they should still be on the chair. Hey, I'll be right back, guys. The extra shot glasses I put in the room there because there's someone laying all over the floor. That's what costs the money. A bag of that's like $20, but the delivery for it is a fortune. Damn. Sorry guys, had to go get shot glasses. Oh, 11 boxes?
Yeah, these sizes.
The trash. The trash or the spray? Do we know? Why do we know? Okay. All right. What's our alternative? Dak doesn't sign the tender. Well, here's the reality. He'll have to eventually sign. I mean,
unless you want to do it.
Unless he wants to do like a Le'Veon Bell, but that doesn't help anybody. And see, here's the thing.
I mean, he'll get signed next year, but he won't play this year. He'll just lose out on money. That's
I think what Dak would do would be like everybody else in this position would be a holdout. Or, the funny thing is everybody's talking about how greedy Dak Prescott is, but what Russell
will fit probably two of the small ones.
But I don't have two of the small ones.
I said someone orders two of them, but that sounds box will fit two of them.
Here's the funny thing is Russell Wilson last year, you guys don't seem to remember, Russell Wilson said to Seattle, if you do not sign me to a long-term deal by the 15th of April, I will never, ever sign a deal with you. I don't think we got enough tape here.
Yeah.
You got another roll? Huh? He said, I will never sign a long-term deal with you. But it's funny how nobody says that Russell Wilson was greedy. Yeah. And here's another good one for you guys. As you guys think about, oh my God, Dak Prescott, this one's empty. Is that the only other one we have right there? We're going to have to go get some more tape. As we have Matthew Stafford right now about to be traded possibly or released. 3 years ago, Matthew Stafford, who has never, ever than the best quarterback in the NFL. Signed an extension that made him the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, which was $25 million a year just 3 years ago. Right now, does $25 million sound like it's that bad? $25 million right now sounds like a bargain, considering that there's 16 guys that are making that kind of money. So what we're fighting about right now, if it's $35 million in the grand scheme of things, it's not. It's not that big a number, or it won't be in 3 years. Okay. All right, so this is,
I haven't even put the thing on yet.
huh? I know, but I want to mark on the box. Cowboys blue. Look at that. Bam. Packing and shipping. That's what we do here at the Jobu Sports Report. We can say these two are Mike's two if you want to, because he's got two. There's got to be an easier way to put this shit together. Like, have more space. Ah, fuck's sakes. Okay. Coffee racks. I need to. This is kind of like, yeah, I need to invest in actually a regular one that just refills it, because then that way you can get more tape than just these guys. Okay. So these two are Mike J's. Okay. Damn, we don't have any small. This is the only size of these boxes, isn't it? I ought to go to. You know what I need to do? I should go to Staples, because that's a waste to put. You could put. I mean, that into this. Didn't I have? Wait, I might have had a smaller box that was left over.
I think you bought some small boxes.
Yeah, but those are. Let me look downstairs.
Now we need to go on UPS thing. Yep. And,
Trying to save, but I think that's not tall enough. Don't think it's gonna be quite. Damn! Well, damn! Mike, it works. I'll be a monkey's uncle. Bam! Okay, so
this one might actually be on the website.
Mark, coffee is everywhere, man. Coffee is everywhere. You know, the money is relative. And he never, here's what I got. I heard that he never asked for 40 million. But the deal that they offered, they said it's 33. When it came to guaranteed money, I think it was like 15 or 16 million less than, say, Carson Wentz was. And when you think that
But you think about it.
Matthew Stafford, when he signed his deal 3 years ago, got $95 million. Why would I go ahead and take less guaranteed money than everybody
The
else?
other thing too is Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott and golf are the same
Agent, yeah.
So I mean, he knows what Carson Wentz got. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure he gets more money.
How much is different from the shot glass? How much is the difference from? Wait a minute. What's the difference between? Well, they're different ones, and if you want something custom, let me know in email. But it's the cherry ones. The cherry and walnut ones are the most expensive because the wood's not cheap. It's like $6 a board foot for it. So those are $59. The full size painted ones are $44. And then the 6 rack ones, the smaller ones, I think are $29. So it varies in price. Right now, I need to get these out. I'm going to have some different other shelves and things that you can do for your man cave as well. But I just have to, I've got so much that's been going on. I just got back last week. You know what's funny? I tell you what, Maui, how you doing? What's funny is, as bad as everybody talks about how Dak Prescott is, I believe he's 4th or 5th in odds for winning MVP next year. That Pro Football Focus, who's never been somebody who's like Dak Prescott, has him in their top 101. Jared Goff's not there. Carson Wentz is not there. You know, but they've got Dak Prescott there. So hang on. Hold on for a second, guys. Hold on. I got to take this call. Are you still there? Oh, man, y'all left? Well, I told you I'd be right back. I just had to take the call for a second because this is on my cell phone. Cooper Manning's son. Come on, Mark. You're still waiting on my glass? Sent you an email. Victor Westfall? Send me another one to make sure. Send it right now so that way I can double check. I've got a whole box full of a whole bunch of them that I haven't sent out yet.
We have one of
Sorry.
them. We need to check the address too. I'll give you that.
Which one? Okay.
You have to check the address. He might be one of the ones that want to get the
Well, here's the thing. I love how everybody says they could be a target. It's everything right now is speculation. Right, Carson Wentz contract, 4 years, $128 million with $107 guaranteed. So the Cowboys are saying, okay, let's try and get a longer term deal and keep the numbers down low, so that way down the road it'll be more team friendly. And you can't blame the Cowboys. Where's my voodoo doll? Jobu's down in the man cave, but I don't know that he's yours. Jed D, how are you doing, man? I've just got, I'm working on this house. I've been back and forth at the doctors and stuff. I fell out at the Super Bowl and getting things checked out. And I'm literally trying to catch up from everything that we were doing at the Super Bowl. So give me a chance. Give me a chance, okay? To get myself back on track. All right. So I need to pull my old sticker off of here, don't I?
Or just put the new sticker over the top of it.
Oh, okay. It's got my name and address on it. I don't want to come back. All right. So this is the last.
It'll still have your name and address on when we put the other label on.
All right. Do you have the attachments in this?
all those ones do.
Okay. So we put peanuts in these. Close
All
those
these
up.
boxes have attachments in it.
Oh, you put them in the boxes. Oh,
Yeah, that way you don't lose them.
oh I thought just throwing them in there. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's the. Well, I'll let you do the address.
I can show you how to do it.
No,
That one you might have to do on the UPS. I mean on their website
Oh, whose website?
because they don't have the side of the box.
What? Because it's. Huh?
Well, this one you might have to do on the United States Postal Service website. But the other ones you can do on there because you don't have the side of the
Well,
box.
these you took these UPS and not the
No.
post office?
I took the one. No. If you do it on your site, you can take it to the post office. So this one I do on the post office website.
Okay, well that's what I'm going to
But
do.
these ones you can do on your website because you have the size of the box.
Well, I can measure the size of the box.
That's what I already wanted to do. I know. I know.
Yeah, I need to update the size of the box though because they ended up going through and saying that I was off by like an inch on the box or something. It's crazy. Here, put peanuts in that one.
I was waiting for it on the box.
No, they audited and came back and charged me more money after the stuff was sent. I was like, the fudge? I was like, the fudge?
It says on here what the size of the box.
Yeah, but the post office said it was 25 by 16. I'm like, really? Post office ripped me off, and even though I'm trying to keep them in business. Okay, so these are Mike's two. Oh, I know what that is. Okay.
That's just where everything
Okay, those other two, I'm gonna let those dry before I put those in there. Okay. You know what? See, that's where you're just a jackass. Dak has had 1 year at 8-8, 13-3, 9-7, and 10-6, and 8-8, and everybody. Oh, he's average. Second most wins, tied with Russell Wilson in the last 4 years, and you're gonna say he's an 8-8 quarterback? Smack yourself. Smack it. Smack it. Smack it. Don't be a dumbass. Don't be a. Oh, and you honestly gonna. Okay, so those of you who are Tony Romo fans, you know Tony Romo had 3 seasons in his whole career that the team was over 8-8, 3 years, and Tony Romo got paid after 8-8, 8-8, and 8-8. So, if you're not going to blame Jason Garrett, who are you going to blame on Tony Romo then? You're going to say it was Tony Romo's fault? I'll wait. When Tony Romo had the best offensive line in football, he had a young Tyron Smith. He had a Dez Bryant who had 1,300 yards and 16 TDs. He had DeMarco Murray, who had a Dallas Cowboys record 1,800 yards. So are you saying that Tony Romo sucks? Is that what you're saying? Let me make sure I get this clear. Because if you're saying that Dak Prescott is an 8-8 quarterback, then you're saying that Tony Romo was worse. Because, I mean, seriously, how do you justify 3 years in a row of 8-8 and Tony Romo, and Dak Prescott has 1 season? So Dak Prescott has never had a losing season in the time he's been in the NFL. Brilliant, you are. Okay. I just wanted to clarify that.
You have to put blame on Jason Garrett.
I'm sorry. If you give Bill Belichick the best running back in football, you give him a great quarterback, you give him a great wide receiver, are you telling me that team is not going to win something? You got to look at Jason Garrett, because I look at other teams that have far less, that have done a whole lot more than what we have. Every year we got 6, 7, 8, 11. Hell, 1 year we had 13 Pro Bowlers and still don't win.
I'm telling you.
So you have to look at that in coaching and say, there's a problem here.
Tell you, Ryan Brody said it right. Jason Garrett part of the problem.
I'm done with it. I'm done with you. Brilliant, you ain't brilliant. Brilliant, that's just like the opposite. Opposite day for you. You ain't brilliant. You're an idiot.
But the question is Scott Linehan better without Jason Garrett? I was like, because we'll find out with Kellen Moore. But I was like,
how many games have you looked at and said, why are we running this?
That's Jason Garrett.
How many times have we run on first down Zeke Elliott up the middle and lose a yard or gain a yard, and now we got 2nd and 9 every time? And yet, when we play against the Rams,
and which one was this one?
These two are going to Mike J. Mike J's got 2. There's another person who's got 2 cherry ones that are coming, that are going to Hawaii. The last order I got last night is the small one right there. Did I get the picture? Yes, I did. Do I know what you look like? Not exactly. And here's the thing. Romo fans, don't come after me. I don't want to hear it. What I'm saying is Romo was a really good quarterback. But everybody has revisionist history and thinks that Tony Romo never had a bad pass. That Tony Romo was God and head and shoulders, because everybody's like, oh, if Tony Romo was here, we would have won the Super Bowl. No, we wouldn't have. Not with that way that defense played. Not.
Now the question is that when you do the labels, are you going to do them on your website, or are you going to actually do them on the?
I don't care how we do it.
No. You said because it was an inch off.
I can change the size on the in the thing.
It just won't change on the labels. Well, no, you can change on the website. Let me check.
If I change on the website before you go ahead and send the label, it will. Or just leave it like it is. If they audit it, they audit
it. Okay, cool. I mean, if they do.
How's my day? Meh.
I can show you how to do
I've been beat down by trolls.
I can show you how to do them, but I can do them when I come back from the gym.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Just stack these up in the chair right there.
What you do is you put the label.
And then I'll work on getting the other ones.
No, what you do is...
You're going to the gym?
Yeah, now after this I'll come back. What you do is you write on who's, and then go on the website and figure it out on your website and just print off the labels.
Okay,
and make sure the addresses are right.
Does it put the return on it, on the label? So I don't...
What it does is that when you go to the thing, I'll just show you when you click on it, it asks you to make sure that the address, your address, their address, and the way the box is correct.
And they all go to the post office?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
On your website.
All right. So, well, tomorrow morning I got to take care of some stuff. So what I want you to do is I want you to get all this stuff mailed out. The shot glass.
Well, if you have the labels on those and you send whatever the cost is.
Cheer up. You get a lot of viewers.
Yeah, if you send the cost of wherever the shot glass are,
I could use a lot less haters.
When they're open.
What are we going to do for dinner? I don't know I didn't even take out anything for dinner. Yeah, Google Romo's record.
But Romo made that. Romo
but
why they're 8 or 8 and 8.
Because
I don't think Jason Garrett would have made them better than 8 and 8. That's the truth, man.
See, here's what I could understand. I could understand if we were New England and we were winning going to the Super Bowl every couple of years and things like that, doing great things. And then Dak Prescott came along and then we weren't doing anything. I could understand that. And you could say, listen, he's a bum because we used to be in Super Bowls all the time. Now this guy has come here and we're not doing anything. But that's not the case. It's been 25 years, Dak Prescott's whole life since we were a good team. We've gone through Tony Romo. We went through Troy Aikman. We went through a lot of guys and a lot of players and coaches and everything else. And we've had the same results. In fact, if you actually look at the last 4 years, we've won our division twice. We finally won another playoff game with Jason Garrett as a coach. And it seems like we are at least, we're not in the basement. We haven't been in the basement like, the Eagles or the Giants or the Redskins. I know we haven't won the Super Bowl, but it seems like we were, a good 1 year and then bad the next year, or expectations were high and we, didn't succeed. But now we have been either first place or second place in our division every year for 4 years. We've been to 3 playoff games and we won 1. I'm not saying that you'd be satisfied with that, but I'm sitting here looking at this and saying, you're not Cincinnati. And this is still, he's only played 4 years. Right now, he's almost halfway to Tony Romo's Dallas Cowboys record in yards. In fact, he's only 6,000 yards away from Roger Staubach's. Now, I know it's a different era thing, but I'm just saying that it's not like you could look at it and say Dak Prescott fumbled 18 times in the season and lost us all those games. Brilliant. So brilliant. You just became a member? They're torturing me.
I know what you do though.
I'm charitable. I was a Boy Scout. What? Give them away?
Yeah, when you have young people over, you give them away.
Girl Scout.
Oh, those are the ones that Tracy ordered.
Girl Scout.
These are the ones that has a name on it. So she
My
got.
wife ordered Girl Scout cookies. Ah! This to go with the 4 boxes I ordered. Damn. Samoa.
Oh, you know what you do? You know what you do there?
What?
On your cheat day, you just have a couple cookies on your cheat day.
Shit, a cheat day, I eat all 4 boxes. What the? Damn. Damn the Girl Scouts. They're evil. They're evil. Oh, God. No. Not the Girl Scout
Or
cookies.
just give them away. You have one about she and
Girl Scout cookies. Damn. You got a marker? So we can write Mike. Chocolate mints, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's just hard. It's hard. So write Mike on that one, and Mike on the other big one.
And Mike who?
It's Mike J. Just put a small so you can put the label over top of it, just so we know. Those are his 2. Skip. Okay, so brilliant. Send me your email. Email me cowboysmark94@gmail. So that way, and my here, hand me the other box over there. That's got all stuff.
Which one?
They don't. No, it's a box over there full of stuff that's going out. Cause see, what I should do on stuff like this is say, you give it 2 or 3 weeks for me to get this stuff out because it's a lot of stuff. Because see, here, look, for everybody, it's kind of mad. Okay, so I got Virgil. This is all that needs to go out. Steve, Patrick Robinson. That's Emily. Ray Thompson. Mark P. He didn't give me a last name. Bobby Laszlo, Thomas Garrett, Roderick Lynch, Dylan Sarasso. Look, I want you guys look. Iran Sanchez, Michael Beal, Roberto Gonzalez, Corey Babcock. Ed Rogeris Hooter and Daryl Wilson. You end up. Oh, I missed a couple more. There's still more. That's the endless box. There's Mark Hugh Moore, and there's Salvador Tellez. So those are all members that shot glasses are going out tomorrow, and that's like a good chunk of change too, because they're like $4.50 for each one that I mail out. But why'd you take the other box out? You gonna do a packing label on that one?
Yeah, that'll be easier. The small ones are easier for them to do. If you get the packing label on those, you just drop those off.
What, these?
I'm talking about those, the bigger box. Those ones easier for them to do those because they can do the smaller labels.
You mean these?
Yeah, those.
Okay, I gotta check to see if there's more. So, if you go to like the home page, it says subscribe, and right beside the subscribe button is a join button. And as a thank you for anybody who becomes a member, I'd send a shot glass. I thought Yoo-hoo was chocolate milk at one time. Okay. Jet, what's happening? You don't, Jet, concentrate on the road. It's raining out, man. The weather's bad. Cowboys won a 6-year deal and Dak wants 4 years. I can't say that I blame him because look at Kirk Cousins.
That's my feet.
As much as everybody tries to say,
We have to check the address.
oh, that one's in here again. I saw him because I was like, don't know what the heck that name is.
Well, I mean,
Damn, I have to, because he must have reset his address.
yeah, that's good.
Roderick. See if it's the same one. Damn it would be the last one I probably put in there. Roberto, Corey. This Kingswood Lane, same address.
Because they said they couldn't find it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Or
Oh, it's 0. There's a 0 after it. That's what it is.
no wonder she couldn't find it.
Okay, so then this one.
Now we can
Okay.
take that one down. Okay, cool. So we got that one straight.
All right, so we got that one straight. So those are going to be coming to you guys, and I got to check and see because there may be a few more in there. That if you joined today, because I saw somebody else just did, send me to Cowboys Mark 94 Gmail. Say, hey Mark, I became a member. Here's my home address and my name, my full name. Don't give me, this is Mark P. Give me a whole name, so that way I can send it to you. Work is never done. I'm tired. Give me another box. Wait, you said we only have how many more of these boxes? Because I can go out here and probably put get those other ones. XFL this weekend. I'm gonna probably be working this weekend on. I've got to because I didn't work today on it. I need a vacation. Some people say being at the Super Bowl was a vacation. I'll rest when I'm dead. How about that? Okay, I don't need 10 right now. News on Dak Prescott's contract situation is the Cowboys are trying to get a deal done so that way they can use the franchise tag on Amari Cooper, which is, if you've been if you've been a Jobu Sports Report fan, you'll know I've been saying that for a while because, oh shit, that was empty. Mike, is there, we need more tape. This one's empty. That's trash. It's trash!
This should be enough.
Okay. They want to use the franchise tag on Amari Cooper, which is something I said, because the franchise tag number for wide receivers, you'll end up having a lot more release. Okay. Now, I know I'm an idiot. I got that. But here's the thing. If you franchise tag Dak Prescott, which a lot of you say do that, here's the problem with doing that. It'll be about $33 million, maybe more. Pat Mahomes and Deshaun Watson get their deal. And oh, by the way, if you say that Dak Prescott is trash because he didn't take us to the Super Bowl, are you saying that Deshaun Watson is trash as well because Deshaun Watson has the same playoff record as he does? Just saying. So, and you're also saying that Aaron Rodgers, since he hasn't taken a team to the Super Bowl in the last 8-9 years, that he must be trash too, right? Because he's a franchise quarterback. He's great, but his team wasn't in the Super Bowl, right? Dak is trash. And again, I can't help. You know, I'm going to pray for you idiots out there. So whoever you are, dude, because I know what some of you guys are doing. It's like, oh, man, I can get Mark Holmes to talk about me, man. So, dude, who's not trash? Who is not trash? Tell me. Who's your solution? Cooper Rush?
So you said Mikey was 2, right?
Huh? Mike, yeah, Mike J. He's got 2. There's another person who it's Hawaii, and there's 2 cherry ones that are going to them. Who did? Huh? Mike J. Well, no, I made a deal with him because he's getting 2, but or we're sending it 2. He only paid for, but anyway. Just trust me, Mike J. He's got those 2. Say what? So, whoever that was who had actually, Josh Allen, really? So, Josh Allen, you think is better than Dak is? Okay. That could be your opinion. I won't necessarily agree with that because did Josh Allen lead his team to the playoffs this year? How many touchdown passes did Josh Allen have? Before the 2017 season? Actually, yes, because here's what happens typically, unless you're the New York Giants, the team that's in the basement usually goes from worst to first. They end up rising where teams that are usually at the top, because what we always know is teams don't repeat in the NFC East. They don't. Nobody has repeated, and this is the thing you guys have to understand. This is a cycle, and it doesn't matter who you have for a quarterback. Whether it was Tony Romo, whether it was Donovan McNabb, whether it's Carson Wentz, whether it's Eli Manning, that nobody has repeated in the NFC East since the 2003-2004 season. So Tony Romo did not win the division back-to-back. Carson Wentz did not win the division back-to-back. Eli Manning, after coming off 2 Super Bowls, did not win the division back-to-back. So are we saying that all of those teams were sorry-ass teams even though they won the Super Bowl and didn't win the division the next year? It's kind of the natural order of the NFC East, don't you think? And having the think about it, when we were 13-3, we were in the basement the year before. We were 4-12 and go 13-3. The Eagles, when they won the Super Bowl, they were in the basement. Boom. When RG3 was drafted, they were in the basement. They won the division. It's kind of one of those things that you get high draft picks, you got a longer offseason, and you end up having high draft picks. And you also have an easier schedule. So no, it wasn't a surprise that the Eagles, I was surprised they won the Super Bowl. But you had to expect, as the natural curve of things is, it's like an elevator. It's going up and it's going down. Teams get good. You think they're going to be great. The next year, they fall back. Did you think the Eagles were going to go to the Super Bowl and then fall back the next year? Did you think that the Atlanta Falcons were going to go to the Super Bowl, choke, and then go down the toilet the next couple of years? 26-15. What's 26-15? You talking about Carson Wentz? No, he's got more wins than that. Yes, Carson Wentz got a Super Bowl participation. Thank you for putting it that way, because that is exactly right. Because they didn't build a statue of Carson Wentz out in front of the stadium, did they? They've got one of Nick Foles. That goes to show you that Eagles say, yeah, we appreciate your work, but, you know.
What they should have done?
What?
Have the statue and have a little kid kind of grabbing up for the ring.
Okay, so.
That would have been funny.
So let me make sure I got this straight now. So your whole thing is one game makes you a better quarterback? Is that your whole thing? So in other words, because Jason Garrett won on a Thanksgiving game, that makes him an all-time Hall of Famer. Guess what? Carson Wentz has beat Dak Prescott how many times? Once? Twice? I think Dak Prescott's record against him is like 4-2 or 5-2, something like that. But we take that one game that, Carson Wentz won when Dak Prescott's shoulder was hurt by, and say he's a better quarterback. We say Kirk Cousins, even though Kirk Cousins is 1-6 against Dak Prescott.
Where's that label?
Look. I put it's on the shelf. Looking above the phone.
Okay, I see it.
Kirk Cousins has only got one win against Dak Prescott. And the amazing thing is Dak Prescott actually had almost twice the amount of yardage. Yeah, Cam Newton, Cincinnati's quarterback, Andy Dalton, they're looking at trading there. We've heard Matthew Stafford could be on the trading block. So there's a lot of guys, quarterback-wise, that they're trying to upgrade. And I bet you if Dak Prescott were out there, I bet you Carson Wentz is good. How about those 48 fumbles he's had in 4 years? Is that good? He had 8. He was second in the NFL in fumbles, FYI. They don't talk about that, do they? They don't talk about Carson Wentz being a fumble machine, do they?
The first one,
125-1 for Dwayne Haskins for MVP. Okay, that sounds a little high, but okay. What? You already got Mike's?
I got one there.
Okay. Is that Mike J? Okay, so you got to print 2 of those for him, or do it twice.
I know I have to make sure I pay for this. Make sure that pay for this shipment.
Is it you got it still hooked up to my account?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes it easy. That's hooked up to my PayPal. All right, let me see if those other. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I'm not going to do all of them before I leave, but if I know at least know the names, then I can just print off the labels. And it, I might say forget, let them do it the post office, or I'll put that one, I'll let them do it.
Okay. Then there's one guy ordered 2 that are cherry that are going to Hawaii. These 2 have the attachments in it? These 2 that are on the table?
I don't know.
You got 2 right here.
I only did 4. So,
Okay, well, they're only packaged 2. Okay, then that's okay. All right, so these 2.
all I need to know is the names,
Okay.
and then I can,
This is the one that.
no, just write the names on it.
I don't. I have to look at the computer, son.
Let me get this one. And then,
Well, these 2 are going to the same guy.
like I said, all I gotta do is I can just search the name.
Oh boy. And if I wait, I can get the Walmart one. Okay. Hey, guys, listen. Tomorrow, don't forget, is Valentine's Day. Don't wait till tomorrow to do and realize, oh, it's Valentine's Day. Get something tonight for your woman, okay? Don't be like me and forget. Okay. That one is done. So these 2 go to the same guy. That's in Hawaii.
We gotta check on the thing.
I will. When you're, are you done? Somebody let the dogs out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, Danny, that's a great statistic. Yes, he has. But he's also got 48 fumbles to go with that. So, and I can go through, like you said, 15,778 yards, which is 3rd most to start a career. So, huh? Packing and shipping. So, huh?
Smells like trash.
Yeah, I just took it out. It was bad. So anyway, guys, I will catch you all a little bit later. I got to go back out here and finish getting the other ones ready to be shipped and out of here. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and telling me I'm an idiot. I'll see you guys soon.